Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Yes, today is that kind of vlog, people, 90s. Now, being born in 97, most people would not consider me a 90s kid. But you know what? I was poor as shit as a little kid. So I had to wear old flannel shirts that kids wouldn't wear anymore. I had a Super Nintendo when all the other kids had GameCubes. I had VHS tapes and cassette tapes. And that were full of old 90s shows and 90s music. Yeah, man. And I know just all of you are like, oh, you're still not a 90s kid because you weren't born in the 90s. Well, I was born in the 90s. I barely made the cut there. But I still remember a lot of the good shows from the 90s. I still went through the early 2000s. I was still there. And plus, I had to watch a lot of reruns, a lot of VHS recordings of stuff. Because I was poor. Y'all understand that word out there? Okay. Well, being a 90s kid, if you can't tell by my shirt, the classics, the 90s were always better than today. And if you weren't born in the 90s, or you don't consider yourself a 90s kid because of when you were born, okay, your childhood was good. Like, I'm sure it was fine. But I'm just telling you that the great things that I remember were from the 90s. Or for you technicals, the early 2000s. Well, still, I was poor. Okay? So I have the right to call myself a 90s kid from all the 90s things I lived in, through, and about. That made no sense. But, you know what? I would much rather have lived through the 90s than today. Because things were just better back then. Like, there wasn't no Tweeter, there was no Face, there was no MySpoosh, there was no Googie Wiggy, whatever the websites are named nowadays. There were none of those. There was no Titter or Twitter. I'm not going to rap for you. Because I have a rap. It's for later. But, this is the 90s. This is what 90s kids do. I watched Saved by the Bell. I watched the Rugrats, even though it did technically run into the early 2000s. Okay. When I was a little kid, I watched, man, The Fresh Prince. That was my jam right there, The Fresh Prince. You know, just like shows like that. Okay? I listened to Nirvana when I was a little kid. That was my favorite band. Nirvana, AC/DC, old rock bands, stuff like that. I didn't have a computer or anything remotely computerized because we were poor. Okay? Okay? You get that now? Because I'm a 90s kid, motherfucker. You get that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I just thought you should know that I'm a 90s kid. And I'm speaking up for all my other brothers and sisters who y'all might not consider a 90s kid. We still want to be part of that. I mean, y'all had the sandwich of the 90s. We only got the nibble. We may have only got the nibble, but that was the best damn nibble you could get. Okay? That was the nibble of a lifetime. Y'all had the sandwich. Be thankful y'all had the sandwich. But you know what? Those kids born in 99, they barely got a crumb. I mean, seriously, I feel bad for them because they barely got a crumb of the 90s. And y'all born in 2000s? Well, the game's over for y'all. I'm sorry. Game over. Quit. Turn off the Super Nintendo. I mean, come on, people. But you know what? That's all I've got to say. I believe I'm a true 90s kid from being poor and being born in the general 90s era. Alright? Shut up. If you don't want to be a 90s kid, that's fine. If you don't think I'm a 90s kid, well, I hope you die. Well, have a nice day. Have a nice Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I don't know any other holidays. If you're atheist, have a nice day.